Welcome back to Greatness Unlocked. If you find any value here, I humbly ask that you hit the like and subscribe. The toxic trap of hustle culture. 1. The badge of busyness. You ever ask someone, "How are you?" and they answer, "Busy, not good, not happy, not rested, just busy." Somewhere along the way, we turned exhaustion into a badge of honor. We started glorifying the hustle, the grind, the late nights, the 80-hour weeks, the back-to-back meetings. But let me ask you this. Since when did burning ourselves out become an achievement? Because here's the truth. Just because you're busy doesn't mean you're accomplishing anything. A hamster is busy too, running endlessly on its little wheel. But where does it go? Nowhere. Motion without meaning is just exhaustion. 2. The illusion of 24 hours. We love to say, "You've got 24 hours in a day, same as everyone else." But that's not the whole truth, is it? Yes, you have 24 hours. But if you spend them all chasing fleeting objects, money, status, applause, the next shiny thing, then what's left? The day ends, and so does your energy. You collapse into bed, not fulfilled, not at peace, but drained. And tomorrow, you do it all over again. It's not about how many hours you have, it's about how you use them. 3. Hustle without purpose. Hustle culture tells you to work harder, faster, longer, but it rarely tells you to stop and ask, why? What's your end goal? What's your price? What's your purpose? If you don't know where you're going, you'll never arrive. And if you don't know why you're chasing something, you'll never feel satisfied when you catch it. Ambition itself isn't wrong, but blind ambition is dangerous. Dreams without direction turn into distractions. Hustle without purpose turns into slavery. 4. The psychological toll. Let's talk about what hustle culture does to the mind. Chronic stress. The constant pressure to perform, to stay on, to never stop. Burnout. That deep exhaustion where even the things you once loved feel heavy. Anxiety and depression. Because if you're not grinding, you feel guilty. And if you are grinding, you still feel like it's never enough. Self-worth tied to productivity. You stop believing you're valuable just because you exist. Instead, you think your worth is measured by output, deadlines, and deliverables. This culture creates a cycle where rest feels like failure, relaxation feels like laziness, taking care of yourself feels like weakness. And that, right there, is toxic. 5. The physical consequences. But it's not just your mind that pays the price. Your body does too. Sleep deprivation. Because pulling all-nighters is glorified, but chronic lack of sleep wrecks your brain and body. Weakened immune system. Because constant stress suppresses your body's ability to heal. Higher risk of heart disease and stroke. The World Health Organization reports that hundreds of thousands of deaths every year are linked to overwork, poor nutrition, and sedentary lifestyles. When you're always hustling, meals become fast food, and exercise becomes a luxury. We praise, "I'll sleep when I'm dead." But the truth, if you keep hustling like that, death might come a lot sooner than you think. 6. Relationships and isolation. And let's not forget the cost to our relationships. When your job becomes your life, you start neglecting the people who make life worth living. Family, friends, partners, they get the leftovers. And sometimes there aren't any leftovers. The hustle isolates you. It convinces you that success is worth losing connection. But at the end of the day, what's the point of winning if you have no one to celebrate with? The pandemic wake-up call. COVID-19 forced us into our homes, and many of us into even more work. Suddenly, without commutes and social lives, people filled every spare moment with productivity. But something else happened too. A lot of people woke up. They realized, this isn't sustainable. This isn't healthy. This isn't life. We started talking about mental health more openly, about work-life balance, about boundaries. Because when everything else was stripped away, it became clear constant hustle doesn't equal happiness. 8. Rejecting hustle culture helps everyone. And here's the kicker. Rejecting hustle culture isn't just good for employees. It's good for employers too. Workers who are burned out quit. Workers who can't rest disengage. Studies show that when you blur the lines between work and personal time, motivation and creativity actually drop. But when people are rested, balanced, and supported, they thrive. Productivity goes up, not down. Retention increases, morale improves. So the truth is, saying no to hustle culture isn't laziness. It's wisdom. It's sustainability. It's good business. 9. Biblical wisdom. And for those of us who look to faith for guidance, Scripture gives us a clear reminder. Better one handful with tranquility than 2 handfuls with toil and chasing after the wind. Ecclesiastes 4:6. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. Even God himself rested on the 7th day. If the creator of the universe took time to pause, what makes us think we don't need it? Rest is not weakness. Rest is holy. Rest is obedience. 10. Closing. 10. Redefining success. So here's the truth. Hustle culture doesn't love you. It won't reward you with peace. It won't tuck you in at night. It won't hold your hand when you're sick. It will take everything you give it. I believe in you. Now, go. Be great.